Next, BT Vision, the fastest growing paid TV service in Britain. More than 700,000 customers at the last count, and that figure is expected to increase sharply since BT Vision won the rights to show 38 live Premiership matches next year. The cost of that football deal, £246 million per season. How much has been spent of it on existing customers? What do you think?
There's some incredible TV out there. With BT Vision, you won't miss a thing. Great Freeview channels, which you can pause, rewind and record with your Vision Plus box.
Big promises. Tempting promises, but according to customers who've contacted Watchdog, they're empty promises. BT Vision may be about to become big players in the world of live sport, but their opponents are lining up. None as fierce as some of the viewers they already have. Kicking things off are customers who signed up to BT Vision but actually found viewing it wasn't as easy as they'd been told. Like Margaret Outscoon, who signed up to BT Vision in April of this year. Just one small problem: the system didn't work.
Oh, the screen was making those funny lines. I'm not quite sure, but we couldn't see a picture on it. There was no sound and just these horrible lines, you know. So, to me, that's not a picture.
BT Vision eventually sent out an engineer to repair the fault. But a couple of days later, it broke again.
I was just sitting with a blank screen in front of me. And when I had the grandchildren come round, they had a blank screen to look at. Not very nice.
Following several further attempts to resolve the issue, BT eventually let Margaret leave in August. 5 months without a proper service? Probably not a sending off offence, but definitely worth one of these. But what if your problems with BT Vision last for more than a year? Sue Bennett's had problems with her on-demand services since 2010.
Probably every week we were on the phone to them. On several occasions we were actually on the phone sort of 2 or 3 hours, going through a routine of resetting, restarting the box, them checking the line, and this went on for 2.5 years.
This summer, Sue's patience ran out and she demanded things were sorted. Turns out she shouldn't have had it in the first place.
They said that they had run some more tests on the line and found that our broadband, in fact, wasn't fast enough to actually support the Vision service.
Like others who've contacted us, Sue fell foul of BT Vision's habit of passing customers from one person to another for weeks on end without sorting out their problem.
For 18 days I spent around 13 hours on the phone with this complaint. There's been about 10 different people, but the problem is each time I go back I've got to retrace history, which I shouldn't have to do.
On the morning we were due to film, BT called Joe to say they'd fixed his fault. Yet when we arrived, this is what came up on the screen.
Good afternoon, my name's Mr McCaffrey. I have an ongoing problem with my internet connection and BT Vision.
And when Joe called BT Vision back again, guess what? Yes, he was told he'd have to speak to another department.
Oh, you put me through to someone else now, are you? And which is this department that I'm going through to?
10 minutes, 2 different people, and neither could solve the problem. Their verdict: someone else would have to call him back. So, what if a customer decides there are just too many problems to navigate through and they just want to leave BT Vision? Can they achieve their goal? Well, Kieran Potter couldn't. He was told he'd have to pay a £200 cancellation fee first.
I ended up having an argument with them for the best part of 13 months, saying to them I want to cancel, I want to leave. By the time I actually did get them to cancel me, they still wanted me to pay £70, which was July this year, which I refused. The only reason that they did cancel me was because I threatened them with getting in contact with Watchdog.
Have BT Vision paid any penalty for this sort of service? Not exactly, but they have been named and shamed. Earlier this year, the media regulator Ofcom revealed that for every 1,000 customers, the company received 4 times as many complaints as their nearest rivals. And we continue to hear from customers who are told they'll be charged to leave, even though their service is plagued with problems. Cue the pundit.
Consumers have the right to expect really good service. They're getting it from the competitors, they need to get it from BT. Customers now, we're very fussy. We expect, if we're paying significant sums for a service we sign up to, expect it just to work. And if it doesn't work, we expect someone to really be there to help us.
Well done, well done. Good game, well played. Well, BT Vision has apologised to all those featured, saying it failed to deliver the excellent and timely service they'd expect where problems have occurred. It's made efforts to help customers enjoy the service at its best and is in the process of agreeing compensation where appropriate. Where customers have asked to cancel, they've waived charges for leaving contracts early. It adds that customer numbers are growing fast, which means more new problems in the early stages, but it's working towards greater reliability and offering better value, lower cost content than its competitors.
And hasn't Chris got great legs? Thanks to everyone who's been in touch about that story. Here's a few more.